one of the testing center there in Manila.
Sean, Manila residents and non-Manila residents alike flocked Ospital ng Sampaloc this morning as the city LGU launched its first walk-in COVID-19 testing center. Their operation is simultaneous with the two other drive-through testing centers, which is located here at the Quirino Grandstand and the Cartilla ng Katipunan Monument. Manila Mayor Isko Moreno and Vice Mayor Hani Lacuna graced the inauguration in Ospital ng Sampaloc this morning. Moreno says the LGU decided to have free testing centers in order to help people who need to get tested, especially those who are in need or who need those for a requirement as job or travel authority. 1,000 individuals can be accommodated by the free testing centers, 200 in Cartilla ng Katipunan, 700 in Quirino Grandstand, and 100 at Ospital ng Sampaloc. But heads up for those who are planning to get tested, better arrive at the testing centers early. In Cartilla, vehicles lined up as early as 5 in the morning. While in Quirino Grandstand, there were some motorcycle riders who said that they were there as early as 11 o'clock last night. The testing centers are open on weekdays from 8 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. Moren assures the public that the rapid test is absolutely free, and should the person test positive, as long as he or she is a resident of Manila, the confirmatory or swab test will also be free. Sean, the city government of Manila adds that the Ospital ng Sampaloc will just be a model facility as they will open other walk-in testing centers. The hospitals that will have this facility will be the Ospital ng Maynila, Ospital ng Tondo, Justice Jose Abad Santos General Hospital, and Gat Andres Bonifacio Medical Center. Also, just this morning, the city government received 6.3 million peso donation that they will be using to buy yet another testing machine. Sean?
All right, Justina, like you mentioned, is anyone allowed to go there, not just the ones who will need certifications that they did in fact take a test and of course tested negative? But for example, you're just a resident of Manila and you would just like to know because maybe you're not feeling so well, is it okay to go? And you really have to line up. Is that what you see? Like what you said, kailangan talagang pumila, hindi pwedeng mag-online book, lang ganon?
Yes, Sean, anyone could come here at Quirino Grandstand or Cartilla ng Katipunan or the Ospital ng Sampaloc, whichever reason that they have. They could use the results for travel pass or for work, or even just to have a peace of mind whether or not they have the disease. Yes, you are right. Those who want to be tested need to line up. Sadly, there is no priority for senior citizens. Everyone has to line up, and people have to come extra early because here in Quirino Grandstand, while the testing goes from 8 a.m. to 5 in the afternoon, as early as 9 in the morning, the line was already cut off because the target of 700 was already reached. Sean?
All right, and then Justine, of course, you did mention if you test positive in the rapid test, the city will also be paying for your RT-PCR or swab test. Now, if they do residents test positive for the swab test, will they be taken to a government isolation facility? What happens to them?
Just to be clear, Sean, the LG of Manila will be shouldering the PCR test of those who tested positive but are residents of Manila. Unfortunately, for those who are non-Manila residents, they have to refer it to their local government units who will have to take care of their own residents. If the Manila residents, however, will test positive on the PCR test, they will be taken in quarantine facilities. Already there are 12 here in Manila, and they are planning to add one more so that they could accommodate COVID positive patients. Sean?
All right, thank you very much for those updates. Justine Punsalang joining us live this morning from Manila. Here are other stories we're keeping our eyes on. The Philippine-made COVID-19 test kits finally got the green light for commercial use. Recall that experts from the UP-NIH recalled the kits in May due to minor defects. Mayor Joy Belmonte returns to the Quezon City Hall after recovering from COVID-19. Mayor Joy tested negative yesterday after completing her 14-day quarantine. And the deadline for installing motorcycle barriers that will allow back riding is extended to Sunday, July 26. This is after the PNP reported that it has flagged down over 7,000 motorcycle riders for violating protocols on riding in tandem over the past couple of weeks. For more updates, follow News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.